Yeah, this is a vlog complaining about pathetic human censorship. So, I've made music videos for years. I use the best sounds, things that other people seem to have millions of views on. They tell me where to pay. It's not like I'm making it up. They'll be like, "Psst, this is where the credit card goes." It's not promote. It's not promote, and they don't tell anyone it's happened. So, and allegedly, from talking to real celebrities, that is how it's been forever. And I blame gold. Yeah, it's like whoever the real old money is wants us to owe them for touching the money, and they want our money to be worthless. So that's why I replaced it with holographic. I'm like, holographic's a way better idea. But anyway, I'm annoyed that the first video ever. I noticed that a long time ago. I was like, no one's ever used one of my sounds. It tells you if someone listened to the sound and went, "That's a great sound," and they copied it. But this is about the video that they gave me, which looks AI. It looks like an AI production. They have AI people that can mirror art, that can mirror all that. I'm real, but as it goes, it's a story of a two-headed person. He's got a dark head and a light head, and the dark head murders the light head, right? So, for one, all their religions are man-made and about genital mutilation. That's what they do, and they are lies. They just factually, the substance of them aren't real, and they're all different. So you fight each other. That's a fact. I'm not evil. I'm not working with demons. You know, um, their version of the light side versus the dark side is a confusing story meant to single channel your behavior. Well, instead of acknowledging my intellect, and instead of acknowledging that that's obvious, the animals eat each other and your works are man made, they are hoaxes, they are genital mutilation hoaxes, it's not deniable, that's what they are. Instead of acknowledging that, they went, "He killed the light inside of him." The first person ever to use one of my sounds is about a demon murdering the inner angel, which I know that's how they think, that's how they want to cast it, but it's really just annoying. It's just like, it's such a put down. Like, you couldn't give my. Because I think if real people were seeing my music videos, they would use my sound way before yesterday. You know what I mean? Um, it's just their scam continues. It is. Have you ever noticed someone who lies and they get caught, they double down on the lie? That's what it is. Is, oh no, there are demons and that's who you are. Not humans eating shit. The animals, you'll die way before I got here. There's no eternal life. When your body's gone, the thing that's you has disappeared. So, see, one of the reasons I spoke negative is negative contains a lot of valid information, such as you have to eat to live and you're going to get old and die. That's valid information. It changes behavior, but it doesn't look like be fruitful and multiply and just be content with that, which is what they want because you're the support populace. They don't care if you get old and die. Are your kids getting a job? That's the only thing they care about. So I'm offended that they continue their lies still to this day. When I did my first information drops, the internet went down. Why? The internet had never gone down any day before that. The internet went down the day I did the information drops. And when I caught it, it went back up. They're like, it'll be down till 2:30 p.m. I think they were literally just afraid people would say what I told them, that the Bible's a genital mutilation hoax and the real government's Super Pedo Island. That's a fact. I know that is facts. Um, and the reason they don't want that known is they'd die for what they did, which I'm with. I support that. Um, the reign of terror is coming to an end. But yeah, Demons and angels don't exist. We, because our bodies are hurtable, have things that are preferential to us and dispreferential to us. My art does not mean I'm a demon who's killed my angel, although that's what they reflected. I've done years of shows, and it's like, oh, the first person ever to like a sound from my post made a video about a demonic head cutting off the angelic head. I don't believe you. I think they very carefully considered that to be their response, but that's tempered by their crappy worldview. And I don't think it's legit. It doesn't count as actual feedback. You know what I mean? Yeah, that annoys me. It annoys me. It annoys me. They can be so dishonest. It's war. I mean, what I started doing is I started mailing open postcards across the country with this information on it. Open postcards to my parents changed to their silence. They had, when I realized circumcision was a crime, they stopped talking to me. And it's been like 8 years. And finally, they started talking to me again. And the reason why is I'm sending open postcards about circumcision to their address. This address supports the genital mutilation of children. Then all of a sudden they want to talk, but they said such nonsense. They said really humiliating nonsense. Made them look bad. So, yeah. I'm pissed off that they would censor me online, that I'm not talking to real people, that I'm basically in a quarantine, controlled by whoever runs the net, whatever scum. And, it annoys me that like the idea that the worship of like Krishna, Allah, Buddha, God, Jesus, those are all hoaxes about genital mutilation and slavery. If they were real, they'd pop out of thin air. How are you teaching enlightenment if it's the basic nature? Why would a creator who makes objects from nothing and uses words make mass-produced printing? It's a lie. It matches the snakes and spiders. It matches, you know how they put food on a fish hook, but it's not to feed the fish? It's exactly like that. Well, the internet's in a quarantine too. They don't want anybody who's not in my little local embargo hearing any information. And I'm sure a lot of the things like, is Elon Musk real? Is like, was the coronavirus really happening? It's all a bunch of nonsense. See, I do notice that their preferred relationship with me is deception and lies, that they don't actually establish meritable, honest grounds between people, that they are liars, that their stories are frauds, and that how they engage with people is like a strategic put down. Like, how is it I do this poppin' badass music videos to these awesome sounds? I use incredible sounds. I use awesome sounds. And it's funny, they're like, when I do a post, they're like, they send me the post performance, like, oh, it didn't do so good. But I know when I pay them, it looks like it does awesome. Like, ding, 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 ding. Wow, they loved it that time. Really? Why are you such just like flagrant frauds? Can you find an honest bone in you? Can you find some honesty and actually do it? So, yeah, I'm annoyed that the first video they've ever told me about, ever, using a sound is about a two-headed person who cuts off their holy head. So, I don't think it works like that. And that's definitely not what I did. In order to do my art, I didn't join the side of pure evil. Evil means like Eve, which means it's a circumcision hoax. So they made up the word evil. They invented the word evil to circumcise your kids. If who I'm talking about's real, yeah, they're in panic. I made them stop doing the chemtrails. I did. I published stuff about how the secret government lives in bunkers, and that's why they chemtrail us, is they don't have to breathe the air. And immediately they stopped. They've been gone for years. I haven't seen one so-called vapor trail in the years since I said that. And it happened the week I fucking piped up. So I am declaring there's a secret master race. No, my art does not come from me cutting the good out of me and only doing bad. The art comes from your real ancestry and who you actually are and who they replaced with religion and education. Yeah. The real government likes girls and they better be virgins, you know. And do you think they're done with slavery if they just freed black people like 100, 200 years ago? They just freed black people. Do you think they're really done with slavery? Or are the next slaves people you can't see? Right? Nobody knows who the old money on earth is. All of the known moneyed individuals you hear about are new money. You don't know who old money is. It's not the Rockefellers. It's not the Rothschilds. Those are props. They are the modest, humble circumcisers who were given treasures from the mining empire for holding everyone else down. You know? Why is it the first person to ever use one of my sounds is a video about a demon cutting off an angel's head? Really? You made The Matrix and they always mark my stuff for kids. They will go through and change my videos past my preferences and go made for kids. Really? They're diabolical. The people who are opposed to me are like rats. For real. Really, they've got no credibility. Lie and hide. I'm embarrassed for them. And it's sad I did so many shows. Like, it's like, did anyone really see it? Hell nah. They know what I talk about. There's no way they openly let my opinions be seen by others. And it's also like, how is it everyone's circumcised, but I'm the only person I hear complaining about it? I'm probably not new. It's probably everyone is, and just everyone's in their own unique quarantine. So yeah, doing dollar drops is the best idea. I have these fake hundreds where I write on it about the secret government using stamps, and I drive around at night giving it to people, like in public where they can't hide or deny they got it. They can't intercept them. You know what I mean? So that's been my solution. But the first day I ever did it, the internet went down. That's suspicious. Why'd the internet go down the day I did that? It didn't go down any other day before. So yeah, whoever it is stopped the chemtrailing and was like breeding women in secret and partying. They wanted to have the biggest dicks ever, and they wanted to have rooms full of girls. They basically answered the calls of lust. And the reason why the religions talk down on lust, the high point of lust is you actually make sexy people. You make attractive people who people like. That's the high point of lust. The low point of lust is that's what someone else wants, and you better not freaking touch it. And so like all those cathedrals are built with slaves. Here, there's no money for anyone ordinarily. Oh, look, the church needs some work projects. Yeah, you can join that. I'm not fooled. But anyway, I don't believe them. I don't believe that the first person to ever, like, I use the catchiest, bounciest songs on a pretty good product. Somebody before the demon killing the angel video had seen it. I'm not rambling. There we go, you're yapping. I'm not yapping. I've said more important stuff this whole video than I've ever heard from you. Why is the first person who used one of my sounds making a video about a demon killing an angel? I don't think it works that way. They are not official communiques from the owner of the universe, and there's no such thing as the eternal celestial good and bad guys. That makes no sense. We have good and evil because there are things that can hurt us and there's things that we prefer, and that's how we projected those ideas. But it's not a reality. It's relatively just for us that way. That's how we think of it. So yeah, I'm annoyed that the real secret government could be such a flagrant in-your-face liar. I can talk about the secret government on YouTube and nothing happens. I cannot talk about it on TikTok. They get me for they get me for authenticity, integrity, and authenticity. I don't know, man. There's a lot of evidence of it. A lot of people, a lot of smart people who live on the surface have said exactly what I've said. The moment they had like some privacy in your ear, they bust this out. So I really think that they just can't admit they're a bunch of using pedos. You did sex crimes to our kids to do sex crimes to kids. You are a pedo. I know you think that it's illegal, but it's illegal for us because we've got to keep it pure. Yeah, I'm not arguing for it. I definitely think victimizing a child's a huge problem. I think that, like me, I grew up. And I said school was rotten, circumcision was torture, and so that's the job of people who survive pedophilia is you have to grow up and go, that was rotten garbage. You did mean and cruel things you didn't have to do to be a jerk, you know? And that's who they are. Hey, go fight in a war and die. I need you to build steel machines so you can kill each other while I party. It's Rome. Is Rome really not the secret government? The secret government is honestly the tunnels that go beneath all the cities to like the central layer. That's why they think the sky's a dome. It's because that's what their sky is. They have a copy of it. Live in isolation. You think gold and diamonds are the best thing ever. I don't know why. I really have no idea why you value those above all other things. I think they talked you into it. It's their exports. Gold, diamonds, petroleum, and steel. Best things ever. Why? That's who the real government, that's what they own. They have endless amounts of that, dirt man. Leave a little dirt into my pillow in case the dirt man comes to town from his lair deep underground. Yeah. Sad.